I just discovered that there's a Black Powerpuff Girl. I obviously have, like, that's me. We already committed to it. So it's just like, yeah, Blossom was like sick, so she's not here.
Hey everyone, it's your girl Emily Curl with iHeartRadio, and today we're hanging out with singer, songwriter, model, actress, she does it all. Let's welcome in Justine Skye. Hi, Justine.
Hi.
Thank you so much for being here. How are you?
I am good. I really can't complain. I have new music out, new visuals out, and I actually just got off a call with my team about the next video, so I'm really actually super pumped.
Oh my God, wait, can you give us any teasers? Can you tell us anything? Or no, it's top secret?
Well, what I can let you guys know is that it's gonna be fire.
I believe it. And I want to dive into your music, but speaking of fire, your Instagram game is absolutely fire. And we know there's a story behind every single post that any of us post on Instagram. So we at iHeart have picked out a few photos from your feed, and we want you to tell us what went on behind the gram, behind the photo. And I'm talking, I want the juicy details. I want the tea. I want everything. Sound good?
Yeah.
This is going to be fun. All right. So we pulled a couple photos. Let's go ahead and put up the first photo. All right. So we have Girls Trip. This is a throwback. Tell us about this one.
Yeah. So we used to do these, like, obviously before the world shut down, we did these annual girl trips.
Who else here? Who's all in the photo?
Where there's Renelle, who's my longtime friend, amazing photographer. There's Hailey, best friend, Kendall, best friend, Bella. I love you, Bells. There's also Cammie and Isabella. Oh, I know where we were. We were there for it was Hailey's birthday. We were just out there just having a nice girl fun time. Yeah. Celebrating.
Have you guys already planned what your next girls trip is going to be when everyone is like free to travel again?
You know what? We actually have been talking about that in a group chat.
Really? What's top of the list?
Well, I can't tell you guys that, but you'll
You like how I slid that one in there? I actually want to get invited on the next girls trip. All right, let's throw up the next photo. This one is from Halloween. These costumes are fire. Tell us more.
All right, so funny story. Obviously, there's no Blossom in this photo. So it was supposed to be me, Kendall, Hailey, and Bella. And Bella was supposed to be Blossom, but she wasn't in LA at the time because we've been planning to do the Powerpuff Girls. And so I just discovered that, I'm like, wait, what? There's a Black Powerpuff Girl. I obviously have, like, that's me, and we need to do the Powerpuff Girls. And so, like, it was just like the perfect thing, except we didn't have Blossom. So, but we already committed to it. So it's just like, yeah, Blossom was like sick, so she's not here. We take Halloween very seriously over here.
How soon do you start planning?
I am a procrastinator, so like it's very like last minute that I like to be honest, I don't know if any of us would have gotten these costumes together if Kendall didn't like be like, all right guys, we need to get it together.
So is Kendall the one who's like, okay, we're on a timeline, we need this?
Yeah, absolutely.
The glue, I love it. Okay, let's throw up our third photo. We have the Bieber Wedding. You guys obviously look stunning in this photo. Tell me more.
Well, these were just like portraits that were happening. It was a very intimate, small wedding, and it was just a huge moment, you know, like to watch my best friend get married. Yeah, so I was just like, all right, we need photos to remember it because we're more of the people that like to live in the moment and enjoy. So yeah, that's what it was. It was just a beautiful, beautiful day.
I love that. What's your biggest takeaway from the wedding?
My biggest takeaway from so all the girls, like, we done this choreography. I can't even remember I think it was like a Saweetie song or something that we did choreography.
Oh my God, I love that.
Yeah, and so like, but as it's happening, you know, like the drinks are flowing and we're like, oh my God. And then the song just randomly comes on. I'm like, everyone get into formation. Because that was our like surprise during like the after party, like, and so it was super funny. It was like because Usher was also there, and he was like, "Whoa!" Everyone was just standing around. Wait.
Now take me back. How did you and Hailey first originally meet? When did the best friend story first start?
It was so many years ago. I think we're going on like maybe 6-7 years of our friendship, and it's kind of really embarrassing. But we were out. And then I was like, I wasn't feeling well and I threw up in her place. And then she like cleaned it up for me. And I was like, this is my best friend.
That's love. That's true love.
And I was like, wow, this is actually like my ride or die.
That's amazing. Does she know that's the origination story that you think of?
Yeah, I tell her all the time.
All right, Justine, let's pull up the next one. We have first time performing at Barclays, which is so exciting. Tell us about this one.
So that obviously, like being from Brooklyn, that's such a huge moment for me. That was like the Title X like performances when they were doing that series at the Barclays Center, and I think this was one of like the first ones that they did, maybe if not like the first one that they did. And I was trembling. So this is in soundcheck. This photo is from soundcheck, and I had this like really long trench on, and so I was just like, I just had it on to make sure that the movement was right while I was performing. I don't know, it was just like that was definitely a huge accomplishment for me. And like my next accomplishment is to like sell that out on my own show.
Wow. How did it feel playing there again? Like being from Brooklyn, playing that show, what is that feeling? How do you describe it?
Like if I could replay that moment over and over and over again, it was so insane to see because it was a sold out show. So you're on that stage and you have this amount of time and you have to give it your all. And I was just so honored to like be on this. And Beyonce performed the same day. I was like, what the hell? How am I on the same lineup as Beyonce? Like, this is insane.
Did you get to meet Beyonce?
Not that day, no.
Not that day. Okay.
Like, I mean, performance days, you really just have to be like in your head, in your space, and make sure that nothing is distracting you. So as much as it was like a family situation where like artists were like going back and forth to each other's rooms, it was like everyone was giving each other space because it was such a nerve-wracking moment. So beautiful about that was that there were different artists of every stature. So it was like new artists, well established artists, and everything in between. So it was such a great like concept.
What are your pre-show rituals? When you know you have to perform, what do you do?
Well, I definitely do vocal warm-ups. And then I haven't done a show in so long because we've been like...
Even saying that out loud, I was like, wow, that feels like...
Yeah, I try to not get in my head. I try to as like zen as possible. I don't really want too many people in the room because like I'm a pretty emotional person. So like one little thing can kind of like, even though I know like but it doesn't even matter what's happening in that green room. As soon as you like walk out, like as soon as your first toe like touches the stage, you have to be in your zone.
Yeah. So, I can imagine. Yeah. What's your sign, by the way?
I'm a Virgo.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Are you big into astrology? Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Somewhat. I'm not like the most into astrology, but I know, like I have some apps.
You co-star? The best. All right, our last video. Here we go. So exciting working with Timbaland. Tell us about this one.
Well, that was me being locked in a room, like because I needed to not be distracted by anything surrounding me. And it was also like, the beginning of quarantine. So I was just like, this was the first beat that Timbaland ever sent me, which is the beat for Intruded, which is out right now. I was so nervous, even though we weren't on FaceTime. It's just like a video that we like stitched together, but I was just so nervous. And I did that video like 5 million times because I was like, oh my God, this is going to be Timbaland. Like, what if he's like, you suck? I was just overthinking everything. And then I was like, you know what? I don't suck. I'm cool as hell. And I'm gonna just be myself.
And it went great.
Yeah, and it was such a, like a lot of vlogs like picked it up, which I wasn't even like expecting. Like, it was just such an overwhelming reaction from this video. So it just inspired so much. A lot came out of this one moment right here. And now we have a full album, and cannot wait for all of you guys to hear it.
I loved reading this caption too, because again, this felt like a spiritual moment for you too, right? Like this was like a right on time, this happened for a reason.
Because I didn't know like what, because like I'm independent. So it's not like I have like a label behind me like, all right, this is the plan. It's like, no, girl, you got to sit here and come up with a plan with your small team of just 3 women. And not that that's like there's anything wrong with that, because I mean, obviously we accomplished
obviously
a lot.
you're doing a great job. Yeah.
And I wouldn't want to be doing it any other way, because I just think it just adds to the story. Just every hardship that's like gone to getting me to this point and getting all of us to this point. But yeah, I was just in a state of like, what is it that I'm gonna do? And then like I was just doing videos and just, you know, just expressing my artistic views. And then Timbaland reached out and just started sending beats. And I was like, what that, like, this is insane. Like, wait, first of all, am I gonna have to pay for these? Like, she actually let me put this up online? Wait, I'm low key getting like a free song, like, that I could just put out. And so there was so many different emotions like happening. And like, this is the next morning, like early in the morning. He sent me the beat like the night before. And I was just like, I need to get to it. Like, I can't waste any time. So I wrote it the night, did this video the next morning. And then Space and Time was the birth of Space and Time.
And now you mentioned new music, so we have Intruded out now, the video, the single. What can you tell us about the music that you're creating and putting out right now?
Well, all of it, and I think that, well, I know that when you hear the rest of the album, you'll be able to get more of a sense of who I am. Like, a lot of the people, friends and people who aren't necessarily so familiar with me, when they hear this album, they look at me because they're like so proud ultimately. And then like for one, and then two, there's like, I really feel like I understand you and your sound, and you find sound, and just the whole vibe of it as well too. And really, I think I've been out for a little while now, but I feel like this is my first project. I feel like this is my first project where I'm actually being me.
Dang, that's powerful too. Because it takes a long time to create art, I feel like, that you're really proud of, or that you feel like is a direct reflection of who you are at the time. So that's amazing.
And of course, like, I don't regret like any of the music. All of that has like brought me into being the artist that I am today. So
what sort of sides of Justine are we seeing in this new music?
I've been calling this album Bad Bitch Manual. So I see that on this thing.
Yes, of course.
But yeah,
I love it.
Every time that I listen to it, it's just like literally a manual of how to be a bad bitch, and just like the emotion that is exuded through each record.
Damn, sign me up. So we have that to look forward to. What else can we look forward to from you in 2021?
You can get the album in 2021. We're rolling it out now, and I just can't wait for you guys to see everything that we have in store.
That's awesome, Justine. We're so excited for you. Congratulations on everything. And thank you so much for being here and letting us dig through your gram.
Of course. Thank
you. And thank you all for watching. Make sure you stream all of Justine Skye's music on iHeartRadio, and we'll see you next time.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Did you like that video? You can check out more over here. And don't forget to subscribe to iHeart right here. And if you're already a longtime fan, make sure you ring the bell down below so you don't miss a single video. Bye guys.